Live your life. Embrace your life. With physical activity, and with nature, and with jujitsu, and with sun, and with laughter, and guitar, and good memories, and creativity, and discipline.
Fail again. Fail better. The world is yours. Treat everyone kindly and light up the night.
I mean, I'm ahead of the schedule of where I hoped I'd be at this stage. I'm working at this level in this company, and I have these skills and this ability, and it's even better than I thought.
Understand that it takes work and it takes an idea, and you have to understand that there's going to be some sacrifices that you must make. So when are you going to make a change? When are you going to finally realize that it's up to you what you need to be focusing on as a better life, a better understanding, a better you? And if you're not willing to work on that, if you're not willing to change that, then how strong do you really think you will be in the rest of the life that you've been given? Get back up. That's what life is about, getting knocked down but not staying down, taking in that air. Breathing in that life, but having the ability to get in backup circumstances are happening every single day in people's lives.
We just have these different eyes, man. And so I could connect with these guys. Mine wasn't as severe as theirs, but I knew what it was like to have that kind of anxiety and that kind of stress and that kind of pressure put on you as a little boy. And I became like their father. I was there with them on Christmas and Halloween and their birthdays, and I lived with them. And it changed my world, because in that instant, I went from being this athlete who was ego, recognition, significance, gonna get rich, it's all about me. Always, when you're a good athlete, you knew this growing up, it was always accolades. All of a sudden in that instant, it became about serving people, making a difference. And I'm like, oh, this is what makes me happy. Oh, I was actually born to serve and help people. Crazy. That never happened playing baseball. And while I worked there, 2 years into it, the financial business that I'm in came along. And I started in it part-time, and I was the rare young businessman who approached the business world from a place of service and giving and not making money. And ironically, the more I served people, the more I made a difference, the more I contributed, the more I was rewarded financially. I didn't do it for that reason, but that's what happened. So that's how I got into the business, was actually, and again, everything, my dad wasn't an alcoholic. He's not at that meeting. I don't get that job. And if it wasn't alcoholic, I wouldn't have connected with those boys. So all of that in hindsight happened for me, right? And had I met the financial business before that, I'd have flown out of it. I'd have been about ego, making money, and when that didn't happen, I'd have left. And so it all happened in the right sequence.
Discipline yourself so you can free yourself. Move forward into the future, where there's no more darkness, no more war, but peace. Where does discipline come from?
I kept my job at McKinley, and part-time I started in the financial services industry and started to build a team of people and started to get my licenses and that transition. And I struggled like every upstart entrepreneur does.
Well, it takes like 3 to 5 years until you really get a few clients, you know.
In any business, I don't care if it's financial services, tech, dry cleaners, entrepreneurs, the first 5 years is just full of false starts. You get it going, then you don't. You get it going, you take a step forward, you take 3 back. It's constant false starts. It's constantly thinking you have it going. It's
pretty simple and pretty obvious. Discipline comes from within. It's an internal force. Now, sure, of course, you can have discipline imposed on you by some person, like a drill instructor, or like that self-help guru on TV. But the reality is that type of discipline isn't the real type of discipline that we're talking about. That discipline isn't as strong. It won't survive. What you need is self-discipline. Now, self-discipline comes from the self. It comes from you. It comes from when you make a decision to be disciplined.
Not Tsunami, not anyone, but nevertheless, we must have the ability to get up music. You can be rejected, you can feel alone, Your relationships or bad things are not working out the way you want them to work out, but you still have to have the ability to get up. You must be strong enough and willing enough to understand the circumstances that are happening in your life must happen, and it will happen, but you don't stop going forward. You don't let distractions or anything disrupting your ideas and your dreams in your life. Your life is beautiful regardless of the hurts, regardless of the setbacks, regardless if you're getting knocked down. You've got to have the ability to get up.
How bad do you want it? Are you talking about it or you're being about it? Greatness is no joyride. Greatness is full of adversity and obstacles. How bad do you want it? How dedicated are you to achieving your greatness? Too many times we wake up in the morning and we're ungrateful for that day. We're awake, we're blessed.
A lot of people want to give up. A lot of people are hopeless. But what are you going to fit in that category? Do you feel that you need to be that type of person? Do you feel that you are hopeless? Or do you have enough faith and enough hope within your heart and your soul to carry on? Don't give into the circumstances that you feel that are holding you down. Sometimes you've got to go through the pain so you can understand what a real victory is all about. A lot of people want easy. A lot of people want to celebrate a victory. But what victory have you earned if you haven't suffered? Don't be that individual. Stand on what you got to do and go after it. Being knocked down. How many times have we heard, I'm at the end of my rope? How many times have we heard, I don't have any hope? How many times have we heard, I don't have no faith?
Well, once again, listen, this person's happy with this area of their life because their current life conditions in the area called their career are even better than they expected they would be, better than their blueprint, better than their belief of how it should be. If it's really better, you tend to be over the moon. One woman would say, I gotta tell you, I said, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. How come? She goes, because I have this man in my life and I'm in love with him and he loves me and I can be myself with him. And we have this incredible intimacy and this passion and we want to be with each other all the time. And I never get bored with him. Well, what's her blueprint? You want to be with somebody that you can have total intimacy with, somebody who you love and loves you. Those are part of her rules, her beliefs of how it should be. She said, it needs to be, I never want to be with anybody else. I want to be with them every moment.
The world is full of negativity. We don't have to be negative on ourselves. I hear we're talking about, I am unlucky, I'm unsuccessful, I am fat, I am ugly. No, you are not. Let's change our I am. It's going to fuel our day. It's going to fuel our life. I am successful. I am powerful. I am great. I am amazing. That's the words that have to follow our I am. It's going to fuel your life. Let's start taking it with passion. Let's start being amazing. Use your I am to change the world. If your actions are not in line with your beliefs, stop lying to yourself. There is nobody in this world that can go out there and be great for you. You got to make a conscious decision to stop making excuses, strap up your heart, stick out your chest, and get it done. There's nobody in this world that's going to give you what you want.
Her blueprint about how life should be and the way she lives, her relationship's even better than she hoped. When it's better than you hope, you're going to be totally excited. So think about this then. What's an area you're not happy with? Let's see if we can find the formula for unhappiness. If the formula for happiness is to be able to meet your expectations or exceed them, that really makes you excited, but to be happy, you gotta at least meet it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you generally are meeting what you expect you want from your life in that area, you feel good. Life conditions match blueprint, feel good. So what makes you feel bad? What creates pain, stress, frustration? Real easy way to figure it out. Answer this question. What's an area of your life you're not happy with? You be honest with yourself. And even if your life is great in all kinds of ways, I'm sure there's an area you'd like to improve. Anybody who's honest, if they're doing great in their career, very often they don't take care of their body so much. If they're really focused on their body, very often they find themselves in a position where they're not spending enough time with their kids.
How many times have we heard, I can't? How many times have we heard, I'll try it? How many times have we heard, I can't? We can't do nothing for you anyway, so why hold on to it? Why believe in it? Why trust in it? Why give cats so much power? Why give excuses so much power? Why can't you decide the fact and understand that there's something that is unique and beautiful about you? The fact is you matter for a reason. The fact is you're breathing for a reason. A lot of individuals in this world don't understand what perseverance is, what hard work is, what sacrifices are you willing to sacrifice. Are you willing to put aside the negative? Are you willing to put aside the misery? Look around you every day, there's something negative going on in the world.